Hello, my friend. I am so happy that you loved the video that I did just like this on face products. I will link that video down below. And one of the most popular comments underneath that video was, oh my goodness, you can do this for eyes and lip products. So I was like, it's time. It's time to talk about the products that I've been using lately that are lip and eye products that I've really been loving, and the ones I'm kind of like. So if you want to know what products I chose, hang tight. We're getting into it right now. Before I get started, let's give some credit where credit is due. This video was loosely inspired by a Tati Westbrook video. I'll link Tati's video down below. She pulled out her favorite products that she's currently using, her face products. And yeah, that's kind of what inspired this thought. So I figured I would give her credit in giving me this idea. So without further ado, let's get into the eye products that I've been loving and not so loving lately. Just a heads up, for some of these things, I honestly couldn't find anything that I still have that I really don't like, but I have at least a favorite for every category. Let's talk about brows, baby. Let's talk about, sorry, that was bad. I don't even know where that came from. Sometimes it just goes into my brain, and this is the thing that's going into my brows lately. These are the new Makeup by Mario brow pencils, and I talked about them recently in a favorites and fails video for a good reason. They are very, very high up. People were asking me because I was complaining about the tops. I'm gonna address that first. So if you look here, the small one that says Makeup by Mario hides the brush. The longer one over here is what hides the product. So the clicky thing is super cool, very easy to control how much product is coming out. So what I was doing is, because this has the logo on it, I kept thinking this was where the product was, but it's not, it's where the spoolie is. And I got probably about 10 or 15 comments of people saying, Jen, why don't you just switch the tops? Cause it don't work. It does not work. You cannot switch the tops, unfortunately. So that I have to deal with my little nitpick annoyance with this brow pencil, but the formula is so perfect. You can tell that Mario's been doing makeup for a very long time. He knows a good brow product when he makes one. It's just fabulous. I really like the amount of product that comes off when you use it. So you see how it's really light. I like that because it's nice and buildable, but you don't have to apply a lot of pressure to get it to build. So that way I'm not ripping out my brow hairs, which sucks. I hate when that happens. But I'm also, it's not a squishy brow product. It is one that is just, it's just perfect. It builds nicely and it gives a really natural look. And of course the spoolie is good. It's just a spoolie. Like, how do you mess up a spoolie? I don't know. Maybe one day I will find one. My least favorite brow product that I've been using lately is one that I bought for a different video. This is the Maybelline TattooStudio 36-hour Longwear brow pencil. This is way too creamy. Like, I've used it. You can tell I've used it, but I need to sharpen it because you go through it really fast because it is so creamy. It is really difficult to control the amount of product that is going off on your skin, even when it is a sharp point. It's too mushy, it's too creamy, and it creates just really intense block brows that are just not my personal preference. I can see where people that really want a very full coverage brow product very quickly, very easily will really like this. For me, absolutely not. I also have an issue with this smudging, which really sucks. Let me just show you. It smudges through the day. Like if I go like this, accidentally, it'll like make like a big streak down my face, and it's just not cute. So this one's gonna be a big no, unfortunately. For eyeshadows, I'm actually happy to say that I don't have any eyeshadow formulas or eyeshadow palettes that I've been using that I've really been disliking lately. Everything I've been using has either been good or great. So let's talk about the ones I've been loving the most. And this one was sent in PR. This is the Alter Ego Shadow Kiss palette, and I am loving this. This is a dupe for a Natasha Denona palette, and it is just wonderful. The shades are beautiful. They're very easy to go on. I love that it's nice and cool toned, and they're just fabulous, especially for the price. It's just a high quality palette. Let me just swatch a little bit for you so you can see kind of what we're dealing with. I just swatched the first 3 shades. Just really nice shadows. That's not really showing it off at all. Let me do some more. We got to really show it. I love the deep brown in here too. Just really, really, really pretty. I don't think that's doing it justice with how good this palette is. It's like, wow, that looks so boring, but I swear it is so fun. It is so fun to play with. I don't know why, like I'm looking at it now and I'm like, Jen, that does not look impressive. But if you are into natural eyeshadows, this is your baby. This is a fantastic palette. And of course, lasting power is fantastic, very easy to apply, all of that, all the good stuff. For the more colorful palette that I wanted to show you, I didn't want to show you the same thing I've been showing you recently. I've been showing you a lot of the HipDot palettes, the Odin's Eye palettes, Cinderella palettes. Those I'm all loving and using, but this is one that I keep coming back to that I don't think got great reviews on YouTube, if I remember right, but I freaking love it. Like, I don't know, I guess I'm weird, I don't know. This I purchased, this is a Natasha Denona TrioChrome palette, and it's what's on my eyes today. And let me just tell you, part of the reason why I love this, and it's not just the TrioChromes that are in here, which are these shades here. This shade is the one I'm wearing on my eyes today, but it's this shade right here, Android. I own nothing like this. I own things that try to be this shade, but can't be. Like, wait till you see this. Just wait. Just, like, look at how opaque that is. Let me give it one little buildy swatch here. It is like chalk. But I know that sounds bad, but it goes on like a stick of chalk, how opaque it is. Like, it's just opaque and perfect. Like, you can see it in my inner corner. It's so freaking pretty. I have a lot of trouble using this palette and not using that shade. It is freaking gorgeous. I also really love playing with like the mustardy looking shades that are in here. These are super fun. So if you're looking for a colorful palette, and I know the Sephora sale is coming up soon. That was my weak finger. Let me get that a little bit better. I know the Sephora sale is coming up soon. This may be something you want to consider because it's different. It's weird. It's kind of like alien-like almost, like grungy alien. And it's fun. Let me do the other two TrioChromes that are in here. Just, oh my gosh. I can't even stand it. I can't even. Like, are you kidding me? And this whole palette is really good. Just the whole thing is super fab. All right, moving on to eyeliner. I honestly couldn't decide between my favorites right now. I have a couple of favorites, so let's talk about it. These were sent to me by M Cosmetics. These are amazing. I am a big fan of pen eyeliners, but I'm very specific in what I like. I like it to be very black. I like it to have the point to be a brush tip because I feel like it bends to the eye better and it's easier to control, but it can't be a fat brush tip. It has to be a skinnier brush tip because I want to have that control. It's okay if it's tapered, like if it's real pointy on the front, but a little bit fat on the end, that's fine. But it can't be super fat all the way down because then I don't have the control that I like. I end up looking like Amy Winehouse if I have one of those. It's just not good. But so these are perfect. These are super fabulous. I'm wearing the brown one on my eyes today. Let me just do some swooshing. Just so easy to control. Lasting power is wonderful. Bam. Just really, really easy to work with. The other one that I've really been loving, this was sent by Ipsy. This is the Lauren Conrad eyeliner, which I was not expecting to like. I did try a couple of products by Lauren Conrad that they sent and I was not a fan, but this does it for me. This does it for me right here. Bam, just, it's just a nice liner. It's fabulous. So this I bought at Ulta. It's called by Undone Beauty. Is that even still there? I haven't really even seen anything by Undone Beauty recently, but this is terrible. I've tried to use this, I think, 2 or 3 times, and every time I've had to take it off and do it again, and I've completely given up. I'm just gonna throw it away because I can't pass it on. It's been, you know, on my eyeball. I can't pass it on, but it's terrible. It's like this hard marker tip, and it's like they had a good idea by making it pointy, but because it's so hard, it's really hard to control. And see how it skips? Like, it's like, you either make it, you can't make it thin. There's no way to make it thin. And it's got this like rusty brown that I think would look really pretty on a blonde, but not on me. I also have problems with this smudging, and it's just not, the application is bad, the formula is bad, it's just bad. This one was sent to me in PR by Bite Beauty, and I honestly don't like this either. And I think honestly, it is the applicator that I don't like. It's a dippy dip eyeliner, and it picks up too much product on it. It is a harder tip there, and it just picks up too much product, and I end up ending up with smudges all over my eyes. It is more of a shiny liner rather than the more matte ones that we talked about that I really liked. So that's a good thing for some people, but it is so wet. It is so easy to smudge, and it does seep into the fine lines on my eyes, which looks awful. And just the control is bad. Like, you might even be able to see it seeping into the fine lines on my hand. It's just not a good liner, unfortunately, and it's pretty pricey. So I'm really glad I didn't pay full price for this and this was sent in PR, because I'm not happy with it at all. All right, mascaras. The mascara that I've not been liking. It is like, it's so predictable. Like, I knew it when I bought it, I probably wasn't gonna like it, but I hadn't tried a Physicians Formula mascara in a long time, and this was so pretty. I was like, it's so pretty, how can it be bad? It's bad. It's really bad. If you already have very full, very voluminous lashes and you just want something to tint them, this is great. I was not blessed with that, and what I was blessed with, I lost half of it after I had my children. So it may be aging as well, but I don't have lashes like that anymore, and this is awful. I really like the wand on it. I like these big fat wands. They're really nice. But what I don't like is that not enough product comes off on the lashes, so it really doesn't do much. Like, they're just nothing there. When I take a mascara out of the tube, I know it's gonna give me volume when I get big clumpies on the end of the brush, when there's like a big chunk of mascara on the end of the brush, and you can see this just does not. There's like hardly anything there. So it's like I didn't have a lot of hope, and just not enough picks up on the bristles, and it just doesn't work, unfortunately. So I will tell you my two favorites right now. This, I believe, was also sent by Ipsy. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Mascara. It is super fab. I love the heavy weight of a mascara when it's like heavy. I don't know why. It just feels luxe and bougie, and it makes me feel fancy. This is what I'm wearing on my lashes today, and you'll see here, you see all the gunky on the bottom. That tells me I'm probably gonna get a good bit of volume there, and it's just wonderful. It's got more of an hourglass shaped brush, which I personally really like, and it just gives lots of length and volume, and it doesn't smudge on me through the day. It's a super fab mascara. Really love this a lot. And of course, I can't get away from this video without talking about the Essence Lash Princess. These Essence Lash Princess mascaras come in a bunch of different colors. They each have different wands, and they have slightly different effects. The green one is my favorite. Now, this one does have the princess branding, but it's the same as any of the green ones that you get in the store that don't have the princess branding. I would say the green one and the peachy looking one, like the orangey peachy one, are my favorites, followed closely by the waterproof one, which is blue, followed closely by the purple one, and I'm honestly not a big fan of their new one, which is pink. But yeah, this is my go-to drugstore mascara. When I run out of mascara and I just need one, I know I can count on Essence Lash Princess. Now, I know some people do have problems with this smudging on them. I have never personally had that problem, but if you have maybe extra oily lids, or if your eyes are extra watery, maybe pass on this one. But if you don't, if you're like me and you don't, you'll probably really like this. All right, let's move over to lips. Now, I'm a little more brutal with my lip products. If I don't like a lip product, I'm very quick to get rid of it. Like, if I know I hate it, it's gone, it's done, it's over. So liquid lipstick wise, my favorite formula I've been using lately is the Patrick Ta one. This is in She's Independent. I talk about it all the time. It is super creamy, super fab, doesn't dry down completely, but it has a really nice lasting power to it. And it's so comfortable. I really need to buy more of these. I'll probably get some at the Sephora sale because I really like these. I also really love, as far as a stick lipstick, I really love the Rare Beauty formula. These were both purchased. This is in the shade Appreciate. It's what I'm wearing on my lips today. It's just like a nice grungy 90s brown, which I love. It's my generation. It's my generation. It is just such a great creamy formula, and it just feels really good on the lips. Lasting power is pretty good for a stick lipstick, but yeah, I really like this formula a lot. I also wanted to mention a lower priced one, just in case that was where you wanted to be as far as your lip products. This is the HipDot Reese's lipstick. Now, this is the only HipDot lipstick that I've ever tried, and I don't think the Reese's collection is available anymore, but I would imagine all of their lip products are probably the same formula, maybe. Have you ever tried HipDot lipsticks? Do you own this? Do you own other ones? Do you like them? All I can say is I really, really like this formula. Again, just super, super creamy. I reach for this all the time. Not as opaque as the Rare Beauty. It's a little more subtle as far as on the lips, just really creamy and amazing. So if you find HipDot lipsticks, honestly, HipDot's freaking crushing it. Like I've said this a bunch of times, HipDot is coming for ColourPop. Like they are really trying to come out in the forefront because they're putting out these fun collabs, but also really high quality products. And it sounds like I'm sponsored by HipDot, but I don't even think they have any idea who I am. So I just really like their products a lot. As far as a lip gloss, the one that I don't like also came in PR. This is the Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss by Essence. I love Essence. I do not love this lip gloss. It is just too heavy and too thick for me. It just feels bad on the lips, in my opinion. If you are more of a MAC lip gloss kind of person, this is very similar to the MAC lip gloss, but without the stickiness. So if you like that, you like super heavy, wet lips, this is a good Instagram lip gloss. Like it looks pretty, it feels awful in my opinion. The ones that I like better, I actually just bought this over at Ulta not too long ago. This is the Cocoa Pebbles lip gloss from I Heart Revolution. I don't like much from I Heart Revolution, but I really like this. It's really fun. It's a lip gloss. It doesn't have too much pigmentation, but it smells like chocolate. It smells good. It smells like if you ever had a chocolate scented toy or any kind of chocolate scented plasticky anything, that's what this smells like. And I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Also, if you've ever been to Hershey Park and you've ever been on the chocolate ride through the Hershey factory, it's not really a factory, there's like singing cows and stuff, but they pump this cocoa smell into the ride. That's what this smells like. And it brings me joy and I love it. And it feels good on the lips and it's got a really nice color to it. As soon as you mush your lips together, the color kind of fades a bit, but I don't care. It tastes good, it smells good. I really like it. Speaking of good taste, I did also want to mention these. These were sent to me in PR by Milani, but I love these too. These are the Fruit Fetish lip glosses. I don't know, I don't think they're all called Fruit Fetish, but the pumpkin spice one, I've had this one since last year. Don't tell anybody, I'm not throwing it away. It still smells good. I'm still gonna use it, even though I've had it since last year. But there's also all of these other flavors and they're just really nice, more lip balmy kind of formula rather than a lip gloss, and they just feel good on the lips. I need to put this back in my purse so that I'll use it because it smells like pumpkin. It doesn't have very much pigmentation, if any at all. I'll show you next to the I Heart Revolution. There really isn't much going on with it. I mean, it's got a little bit, and this is the way all of them are. As soon as you blend them in, most of the color is gonna go away. It's really not gonna be there, unlike the I Heart Revolution one where it's really gonna still give you some color. The Milani ones don't really at all, but they smell good, they taste good, and they feel good on the lips. At this point, my friend, it is your turn in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments down below about any of the products that I've talked about, any products you've been loving. I'm not a big lip liner person, so I didn't put in lip liner. So if you have a favorite or least favorite lip liner, I would love to know your thoughts and maybe I'll try some of them and maybe I can get myself into lip liner. I'm trying. I just don't, it doesn't fit in my routine very well for some reason. I just want to just throw the lipstick on and go. I guess I'm just impatient when it comes to it, but definitely weigh in. I would love to know your thoughts. That's my favorite part of making videos, is reading what you have to say and learning from you and hearing your opinion. So please chime in the comments down below. Thank you again so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, I would really appreciate if you would hit the thumbs up button down under the video. It really does help me out a lot. It tells YouTube, hey, this is a good video. Maybe we'll share it with other people. And that really does help me. It's a very quick, easy, free way to help and support the channel, to hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much if you've done it. And if you did enjoy the video, but you are not ready to go yet, I get that. YouTube should be recommending a couple of videos for you right over here to watch. But if it is your time to go, you got stuff to do, it is no problem at all. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. And mad love to you. I'll see you in a video very, very soon.